What's good, my no middleman family? It's your boy Norris. Yes, it's your host, and we will have a regular scheduled programming of the No Middleman podcast. But before that starts, a lot has happened in the past week, and I wanted to provide some information and a quick monologue for my channel, for my family, for my people. Last week, I witnessed something we just can't brush aside. What I witnessed was hate, not in the words, not in arguments, but in the most lethal way, the silencing of a voice forever. Now, I'm not here to judge, to throw blame, or to sensationalize. I'm here to remind us of something simple but haunting. If one voice can be lost like that, then more will follow. We are living in times where history itself feels upside down, where the present is no longer the gift we were promised. Think about it this year. When Halloween comes around, will it simply be another chance to mask ourselves in fear? When Christmas arrives, will it be another holiday where we wrap gifts to hide the cheer inside of a lie? And the bigger question, how can we pretend to move forward when nothing has truly changed, not from year to year, not even from 1 minute to the next? Here on this channel, we will speak truth. That is my vow. If truth makes you uncomfortable, then maybe this isn't the stop for you. Move along. But for those who stay, our voices won't fade. They will rise, they will echo, and they will grow louder. Malcolm Gladwell wrote in the book Talking to Strangers, and he once stated this: we can't we think we can easily see inside of the hearts of others, but the truth is we can't. We are profoundly bad at making sense of strangers. That's what I want us to carry tonight. When we silence voices, we ignore stories. When we fail to listen, we miss what's truly happening in the hearts of others. And that failure is not just personal, it's societal and generational. Tonight, let's not be fooled by the mask, the holidays, or the illusion of progress. Let's be willing to see, to hear, to speak louder, because silence has already claimed too much. Thank you, and welcome to No Middleman Podcast.
It is what it is. Hey, I saw the results. I still woke up and chased. I'm hungry for this. I'm hungry for this. I want the world and everything in it. I just tell my girl I love her, say she loving me, but she mad at me, so she spell it L-U-V. Living lavishly, walk around in double C. Got no salary, everything I kill I eat. They all doubted me, till they see me on the screen. They all proud of me, same people that ain't believe. Burning calories, running shit up with my team. Say your majesty, know I'm living like a king. About 25 a day, that's just my daily schedule. Ain't about who doing better, cause we gon' win together. I hit another level.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Norris, better known as Souls of Thought, and this is No Middleman Podcast. Got one of my favorite co-hosts, the most consistent co-host, April, better known as Soft Rain. She's present. How are you, ma'am?
Good evening. Good evening. I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Shout out to Oz already in here.
Hey,
Good evening.
Oz. Hey, Tristan.
What's up, Tristan? Good evening. Good evening. Just wanted to play a quick monologue for everybody. I know there was a lot that happened last week,
Ooh,
but we're
tough
gonna
week.
we're gonna try to move forward from it with today's show. But we also just want to give everybody an opportunity to understand what we are here for. Our voices are going to speak truth. That's what we're here to do. And if that leads to us sacrificing, hey, that's life. People go in other ways, but I want people to be able to hear their voice today. Before we get started, I want to shout out Conversations with Soft Rain. She actually has a 4-part series. It's a 5-part, really, because the intro.
The intro, yeah.
She has a 4-part
Mhm.
series out right now called The Wife Code. We actually going to preview some of that tonight. So
Ooh.
Stay tuned for that. But tonight's going to be a good show. Uh, got a lot to talk about. We're going to actually start off with an icebreaker. We're going to go ahead and get this thing started tonight. Did you have anything, April, before we get rolling?
No, we can roll right into it.
All right, all right. Let's see here. So we're going to start off with our person that we haven't shown in a while. Good old Jasmine Crockett.
Yes.
You wanted the front.
We're going to play her real quick, and I want you guys to be able to hear what she had to say. Jasmine Crockett is now afraid.
First people that I thought about after I saw what happened with Charlie Kirk. I don't want that to happen to anybody. I don't think anybody should be killed because of their opinion or attacked because of their opinion. And you know what happens over there definitely will happen on this side. Yeah. And that definitely makes somebody like you a target.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many people that immediately reached out from all over and was like, what is going on with your security? I had to make sure that I called my mom because I knew that my mom would just want to hear my voice. It really shouldn't be that way. And we now are engaging in conversations again about the safety or lack thereof for elected officials that are in Congress. I mean, I have to raise money to keep myself safe because they will not pay to take care of us, even though the other two branches of government, they pay for their protection. So, you know, hopefully we can engage in some real conversations around what it looks like to get us some real safety. But also we need to engage in like what really does cross the line. We do have free speech in this country, but are you free to say just any and everything? There are limits to all of our constitutional protections, as well as like what kind of standard are we going to hold ourselves to when you are sitting, say, in the Oval Office or, you know, in the House. I hate that some of my.
So as you see there, that's Jasmine Crockett giving her 2 cents on her safety. After everything that happened with Charlie Kirk, now people who talk reckless are worrying about their safety. But I want to say something before April say whatever she has to say. I want people to understand that Charlie Kirk wasn't a political figure. Like, I want people to stop putting labels on people because that's what we choose to do as individuals. He wasn't a political figure. Did he push more for a certain political side? Yes. Did he seem more conservative? Yes. But with that being said, he wasn't running for office. He didn't have any seat in office. He wasn't like her. He wasn't like Jasmine Crockett. He wasn't sitting in a seat or anything of that nature. This was a man who believed in God, and he was spreading the word in the way that he wanted to spread it. And now it's funny to me that people who are in political seats are now afraid of what they're saying, now want to warn people about what should be said, when Jasmine Crockett for over a year was very unhinged, very unaware of everything that she was doing. So just very unique to me that now it becomes a political thing and people want to put it on a different party and a different side. With that being said, Jasmine Crockett will be safe because Jasmine Crockett continues to divide the Black community. I'll pass that on to you.
I want to say, hey, Jen, because Jen is in the chat. Hey, Jen. Good evening, Jen. You know, my thoughts are limited when it comes to things like this, but with that being said, everybody should always be vigilant when it comes to their safety, regardless of who they are anyways. It's unfortunate what happened with Charlie. It's something that he or anybody that knew him could even, he was unashamed, you know, about his beliefs and whatnot. And we should all be able to be that way. But it hurts knowing that his family watched that. That's going to be forever etched in their mind. And for somebody to even think to do that at a college campus, it really sheds light on the mental struggles a lot of people are going through. And just to this, I just can't mentally even understand how somebody can just take somebody's life over really nothing. His opinions were his opinions. And I'm pretty sure that the person that did that, they had their opinions, but that's not a reason to take somebody's life. But I do have a question for you.
Yes.
And this just hit me. Do you think that Charlie may have been on the up and coming as maybe president, and with his views that may have put an extra I don't want to say target, but extra
Yeah.
light on him?
Yeah, he did something. Sorry to interrupt you. He did something,
No,
and that's why our thumbnail, I have him and Kevin Samuels together. Because the truth is no longer welcome. Those were two gentlemen that were able to speak about either community, black or white, stats. They had the numbers to follow up, and they were also impacting the positive movement. A lot of times we don't get to see the positive, right? Social media is always going to show the negative side of everything.
Of course.
But I guarantee you, if you went and polled some women, I guarantee you Kevin Samuels probably led more people to marriage than you think. And then you think about that young man that we played the video of on Sunday service with me and Classic. This young dude was only 12 or 13 years old, and Charlie Kirk was somebody he looked up to. This is a young African.
Yeah, he got his goggles early.
Yeah, so like about those two people who actually started to have the ear of the people and was doing it their own way. I always tell people, Charlie Kirk to me started off as a creator, just like we're doing right now today. For those who didn't know him, I was very familiar with him again because he did a lot of stuff for the Fearless movement for men conference that I used to go to in Tennessee with Jason Whitlock, and he did that stuff with not people knowing. This dude started a whole nonprofit at the age of 19. Like 19. Like, you got to think about it. His community at that time was his age. The people that he was able to target. I mean, you got to think about it. At 19, he passed away at 31. So, like, you think about the impact he had on the youth and the young adults, and I definitely think he could have definitely been next up. But you know what? I don't think he would have did it though. I don't think his alignment was very strong with his beliefs. For someone like him to be next up, that would be a huge shift for America. Like you got to think about it. People are afraid of President Trump, and he's just kind of moving things more from like a money aspect. Could you imagine someone like Charlie Kirk moving the needle like he would have moved?
Absolutely.
It
would have been a big shift.
Yeah. But I think you're going to see the shift because I seen a video. I can't think of the gentleman's name right now. But it was a gentleman who, he said he didn't really like too much of the things that, Kurt said. He was very unbiased, but he was also just letting people know that, like, after seeing what happened and then after being able to see all the clips, he was like, man, like, this dude started a movement. You know what I mean? Like, and he said the passing of Charlie Kirk is actually going to create the shift.
Okay.
More people. He said, like, they're going to be more Charlie Kirks now. So, yeah, I thought it was a very unique. But I wanted to start with that icebreaker, just because it was very unique to me that Jasmine Crockett is now worried about her safety. I thought she would have worried about that after January 6th, how she kept talking about it every year. So we got Oz here. Oz said ish week, but I tell you what, to see the world outpour it. Oh God, no, yeah.
He was talking about Jasmine.
Jen said good evening, Norris, April, and chat. Great opening message.
Absolutely.
What's up, Tristan? Welcome back, man. Welcome back. We're actually going to hit on some stuff kind of similar to what our Classic hit on earlier too. So if you're still here, I said, "Oh, now Jasmine is back to her roots." Hey, yeah. Hey, Oz, they go to hide quick now. They go to hide now. Good evening, Oz. Well said, Norris. Yeah, Tristan said he had the potential for it, but especially with young folks following him, I definitely agree, Tristan. Like the dude.
I honestly think it's time for a younger generation to come into office. I mean, I know we have these older presidents like Biden in his 80s, and I think Trump is in his 70s or and whatnot.
I think he about to hit 80. Shoot, if he ain't already.
Okay. So I think honestly, wasn't Obama like the youngest we had in a while, anyways, or somewhere close to that? I think we need to come back down that time frame and really so we can modernize the presidency or modernize our country. I'm not saying stray away from what our country was founded on and those beliefs, but just bring it to the younger generation and maybe straighten up the younger generation. Because after our generation,
been a little rocky. Right. We're seeing nothing but positive messages, positive blessings, and a lot of Lord in every person's mind. That's very true, man.
Yes, absolutely.
He said, "Agree, Tristan." Tristan said, "100." You know what I mean? And he said that's why we like JD Vance. I'm gonna tell you this. He said, or even no. We can't do this now. We can't do him now. We can't do DeSantis now. No, Oz, we can't do DeSantis, big dog. I can do a lot of things. I can't do DeSantis now. We'll have to talk about that on another episode. I can't. And I'm gonna tell you this, Oz. I feel JD Vance has actually weakened his stance. I think JD had the opportunity to put himself in a different category when a lot of the hate was coming down on Trump, but he doubled down on the good old boy comments. Like, that makes sense. Like, JD didn't take the high road. Like, he would throw little jabs back and little innuendos, and I feel like
you think he's just riding Trump's coattail.
It almost feels that way. If I had to pick somebody, I'll go get my boy out of Ohio. Well, he's running for Ohio. Vivek Ramaswamy is my guy.
Oh yeah.
If I can get him, Vivek is probably the closest to like a Charlie Kirk type thought process. I think if he wins Ohio this year, you guys will see a lot of great things happen in Ohio. So just something to look into, but we'll definitely hit on that, Oz, on the next episode. Because I think there are going to be some other elections coming up soon. So, and people should be starting to get back into like their local elections and stuff too. So, cool, man. Nice icebreaker, man. With that being said, we have a very, very unique topic. This was actually sent over from good old April. We're going to break this down in 2 parts. It's like a 2-part question. But we're going to go on over to the good old Anton Daniels after hours. And he had posed the question, and we're going to listen to a little bit of them. Let me speed up this playback speed just so we can.
Yeah, because they talk a lot on after hours.
So here we go.
What is the protocol for how you operate with a friendship? And even what should the other person that you get into a relationship with, what should they expect for you to do?
Well, I'll say this. Just like 20 minutes ago, Q was inviting me out. Let's just go ahead and be honest about that.
I'm gonna tell.
That's not truly what happened though. That's not
okay.
True.
He said Q was very friendly.
Oklahoma, inside it, but
yeah, that was
okay. So it seems like Q is very friendly. And if he's in a relationship with someone, I think that he should prioritize that relationship, or if any man is in a relationship with a woman, they should prioritize that relationship first above a friendship with someone. Not putting Q on the spot or anything.
Oh, put me on the spot. I'm here.
This is a show, so might as well have some fun.
I like you. I like that.
I rescind my invitation.
It's okay.
Yeah. Shut it down now.
I go there for lunch anyway, so it's fine.
Did Carrie fully answer the question though?
My birthday play.
I don't think that Carrie fully answered the question, to be honest.
I did. I said I think that Kim and Q would need to dial it back.
Dial what back?
You dial the level of communication that y'all have, the level of interaction that y'all have, the level of flirting that y'all do.
You know what's funny about that? We have personal experience that you're absolutely incorrect. And to not say a lot, Kim has been in relationships, and sometimes Kim's would ever call me to put Kim out. Hey, you come out with your friend, she acting up. It's situational because I've had women like.
So, what are your thoughts on that first part? Do you feel good friends can become partners?
What do you mean by that?
Kind of what they were talking about. So they were speaking about, I don't know how much you watch of them. So Kimmy and Q are like this. Like they known each other for years.
Mm-hmm.
They share each other their location. They do a lot of things that some people probably wouldn't think friendships should pertain, but they do. So do you feel like those two? No, and this goes back to what Classic was talking about today too, because Classic hit something today, and I wasn't able to really chime in. But do you feel like friends that know everything about each other can become partners?
Partners as in a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
If they haven't made it, if they have not solidified a relationship by now, then they won't.
Okay.
I don't think so. Is there something missing that either there's something that they know about each other that they don't want to be a part of in that way?
And that's what I was thinking about, because when Classic show today, he said that I think Ted said it best.
I was cooking and trying to.
Yeah, Ted said it best. Ted says, like, could you really date a girl who you've seen have so many miles put on her?
That too.
Like,
you know all her business. So could you really do that? I don't know if I had a male friend and I knew all his business, like all his ins and outs and his secrets, and I don't know if I could be with him like that.
Do you feel that best friends truly tell each other everything?
Ooh.
Or do you feel like they leave some things out?
They omit some things.
That's what I think too. That's what I was hearing.
Everything isn't for everybody. Yeah, every detail isn't for whether you're friends or not.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
Very unique. But I want you to hear did you hear the part about Slimmy? When Slimmy explained his dating someone?
I probably did, but I don't remember exactly everything he said. But I will say this. I think that in some instances, a man and a woman can have a platonic friendship. And it just be strictly friendship. Just like Kimmy and Q.
You think so?
Absolutely. Absolutely. There could be no attraction there. There could be no desire to sleep with that person. It could just be friendship. Just
if there's any women in the chat, let us know. Can a man and woman be what's the big word you use?
Platonic. Let me look at the definition. You can go ahead and run it and I'll look up the definition.
In the chat, everybody who's here, if you're watching, make sure you hit that like button. Oh, we got one. See, I knew Trisha was here. I knew Trisha. He said, if I'm around long enough to know you, got a swear meter on your parts. All
right, Trisha. And see, that's what I'm saying. So maybe if I know too much about you, I might not be attracted to you in that way because I know how you handle certain situations and certain relationships on the intimate side, So
I said agree, April. Best friends with my best friend. Whoa.
I'm best friends with my best friend's wife. Right. And y'all don't talk nothing but break that down.
They finna talk about this on the you must be what is it called? A reader, because they're about to talk about this on that video.
Go ahead and run it. And we'll talk about platonic relationships in a minute.
Yeah, this is crazy.
The current person I talked to, like her friend Kim, and like cool. And I've had previous women be like, why are y'all talking all the time? It's 1 o'clock. Why is she texting? Type of thing.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's my question. Do they really not care? Or at some point would they really start caring?
I think they will start caring.
I feel like it's respect. Because I don't even think it has to be you just respect the person. You know your person and there's boundaries. Like just contingent on who you're with. Like some girls I know I can't have Kim in the capacity of my life that she is now. And vice versa. And she don't feel no certain way if she get a relationship. I don't feel no certain way if she got a dude. I don't.
He said he knows that he can't have Kim in the capacity that he would like her to now. I'm assuming she's dating someone.
Okay. He was speaking real fast, so I didn't. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. I'm sorry.
We get around when we get around. It ain't a big deal.
Right.
See, like, it takes real, like, mature people as a whole, like, mature, but some people can, some people don't.
That's bullshit.
Well, even like Kim, tell him about the one dude who had a standing date to watch Friends on his ex-girlfriend.
Well, yeah. No, it was something. What was the vampire? Anyway, but yeah, Quentin and I have an understanding. Like I've never stood in the way of his relationships. If he's around his girl, I dial it back. But even if he's not around her, I understand that he's going to have more conversations with this girl. His time is not going to be like it was. I don't even want her to question the situation. So it's just, you step back. You just do what you're supposed to do. Like, it's not that hard.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
Yeah. But you got a lot of messy people out here, though. Me and Kim ain't messy.
Bullshit.
Well, what was the question
Is there an expectation for the friendship to change once somebody gets into a relationship?
Everybody got quiet.
You know, I have this conversation anytime I entertain a woman. I don't.
Wasn't that? I didn't know you were Mika. It took Mika a while. I was like, is she gonna respond? I guess he was feeling.
No, my.
Oh, you're talking to Mika. My bad.
My internet dropped, and then came back up. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Should a friendship change once somebody gets into a relationship? Should a friendship between a man and a woman change?
It should definitely change. It most definitely needs to change, but I don't think you have to stop being friends. I just think you have to tailor it, kind of like what they were saying. But yeah, it's going to definitely change, or you're definitely going to have problems because there's a closeness.
So I want to mine this out because I think so. Like, how do your friendship even get so in depth that you need to tailor it off when they talking to someone? You see what I mean? Like that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's my question. Because like when you think about Q and Kim, we're just using them for example because they gave the example. To me, y'all already passed. Like, if I have to treat someone so differently that it's noticeable, that's an issue. Somewhere in there, y'all called it a friendship, but somewhere in there, y'all switch from one thing to the next without even talking it.
I don't think it's more so switching from one to the next. I think it's more out of respect for the other person that's coming into the relationship. So say for instance, me and Q start talking. Kimmy's gonna dial it back because she knows that he's involved with somebody else. So she's not gonna be sending those text messages at 1:00 in the morning. She's not gonna be saying, "Hey, can you come meet me here?" So she's gonna respect that relationship in that way.
But when is that ever appropriate?
When is whatever appropriate?
Like, I don't care if I was single. I don't want nobody texting me at 1 a.m.
Why not?
What do we need to talk?
If you sleeping, you sleeping. You'll see it in the morning.
Thank you, Chief Tristan, man. My Tristan here, my boy here today. He said exactly what habits are being practiced in this friendship. That makes you want it, unless it's an emergency, like an emergency. But with that being said, nobody should be texting nobody at 1 a.m.
Okay. I understand that. But they might keep up with each other like that whenever they're not in relationships. They could be just best friends. You don't think a man and a woman could be just friends? Like me and my best friend, we're best friends. I mean, there's nothing romantic going on between me and her. You know what I'm saying?
I think a man and a woman can be business friends.
Business friends, okay.
I feel like that's why, and this is some people won't agree with me, but I feel like that's why it's not more successful men in the world, because a lot of men can't balance like having a female who plays a major role in their life when it comes to on the business side of things. They can't balance it because other people might assume or have their thoughts on things or this and that. You know, so I think it all depends, but they're you got to watch some of their videos. Their dynamic is deep. I said, Norris, if I can't kick it with my brothers and feel uncomfortable because I don't like you and her, I can't be friends. No good.
Oh, he's saying that if he doesn't like your friend or your girlfriend, then he can't kick it with y'all.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what I'm getting. Oz, if I'm
I'm gonna say this, man, and it's not to be rude or nothing. I think white people can move a little different than black people. I really do. I like I have witnessed, like, I got white friends in the military. Literally, they when we went to Oklahoma, like they literally were there with another couple. They was extreme. Like you wouldn't see that dynamic with like a black couples. Like it's just weird. It's not I don't want to say it's a race thing, but I just feel like the dynamics are different depending on like, and see, Oz agree. He said 100%. Yeah, like it's a little bit different. I feel like as black people, we have so many trust issues already.
I understand.
Anything that doesn't look normal, you're doing something wrong. Like that just don't look right. You know what I mean? Like, that just don't look right. Like, so like that I could be wrong though. Oh, Classic. So
hey, Classic.
What's up, Classic 333? He said I missed so much. Nah, Classic. So you good, man?
We just really getting started.
Yeah, we just started, but we actually using your topic from today. We just reviewed Anton's talking about the question you see below there. Can friends become partners? And then after that, what type of role should a friend play once their best friend or a friend is in a relationship? He said, y'all talking black women? No, we ain't talking to black women. You so stupid. Classic, y'all. Classic is no longer.
I'm gonna see how long he keep it on there. I'm gonna put a timeline.
No.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna call him out on that double talking once he go back to doing it.
No, Classic, but we talking about the dynamic right now of Q and Kimmy. With that being said, we were asking everybody, do they feel like? To me, their friendship is a little deeper. Like I don't know too many friends that are texting each other at 1 a.m. Like I don't know too many of those. Like unless it's like an emergency, and usually those friends will give you a heads up, like, "Hey, I'm going out tonight. You know, I'll let you know if I need a ride or something." Maybe they'll give you a heads up if they're gonna drink.
Yeah.
Or like, but I could be wrong. I do want to kind of get to Slimmy's part before we move on because he actually had like it went in a negative route. Let me see.
And I got another question too behind
that you guys have, and no matter what.
Morning. Her response, nigga,
I mean,
here you go.
This nigga gotta be the worst.
What?
You gotta be the worst.
Yeah, he number one.
You gotta be the worst. I mean, you gotta change your name from Q to Oblivious. Like, you got to.
Oblivious of what?
Check your text.
Exactly. I'll text you, man.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, dog.
You good for that though.
Just kidding.
What? Just kidding.
I don't think that's that's not right.
I don't know what he's talking about. Please, it is what it is. Well,
you all right, Anton?
Had a life before you.
Oh, so you chose the friendship over the relationship?
In a way, yeah.
Okay, so.
Really?
So what was your friendship look?
I mean, you're not gonna like be in a relationship real tight. I know from experience. I damn near had to end the whole relationship because of that shit. So.
Really?
So what was your friendship look?
I mean, you're not gonna end my friendship.
Oh,
so you chose the friendship over the relationship?
In a way, yeah. Yeah, it was other things that took place, but like you're not gonna like no, not back then. Like now, maybe because like everybody's gone different ways and you know, people been on spiritual journeys, they're different people, we a little bit older. You know, I'm not gonna do that now, but back then, like we was thick as thieves. So you either accepted my friend or I'm I don't really got to deal with you like that. Well, it's more so like if you're gonna have constant controversy with my friend, you causing constant issues, and it's not like you doing this shit like at a party and maybe you going out your way doing this shit on the internet. Like that's when it just becomes a little too problematic for me.
So as you see there, Slimmy I think he was the most honest person in my opinion. Like Slimmy was real with it, you know, and then it's crazy because like he said, like he picked his friendship over a relationship. You know what I mean? And then Classic said Kimmy gets lonely and Q is a non-threatening male presence in her life for obvious reasons. We follow him, so I know he know. Spiritual journey will end a friendship quick.
Absolutely.
What question did you have? What question you had?
So the reason, okay, I'll ask the question first. You have 5 females. They're all single. Well, no, one is engaged, about to be married, and the rest of them are single or dating, or they might have somebody. But there are 5 friends in this friend group. Once that one gets married, the dynamic of the friend group is going to change because she is more obligated to her husband than to us. But we're still friends, right?
Do you want the true answer or you want me to just agree with you?
I want to answer. I don't want you to agree with me.
The reason why the dynamic changes because you guys were never friends. You guys were just holding. Y'all were just holding pieces. Y'all were just holding spaces.
Okay, so Kimmy and Q, are they just holding spaces then?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. They're not. Like their dynamic is so deep. Like Q right now is in a relationship. Like he talks about it. And like they still share addresses and stuff like that. Like they still share locations.
Is it more brother sister?
I don't even share with my brother and sister. I don't share no location. I don't grasp that concept. I feel that this goes back to classic today. I feel that Q is comfortable being the friend that Kimmy never wanted to date. So he's comfortable. I forgot which one that was out of the 8 list, but he's that friend that was not attractive. She was not
for her, but that's what she's missing in him is just being attracted physically to him. Everything else lines up for the most part.
I think so. Because
so he's her 80, she's still looking for the 20, basically.
Yeah, but then
that.
But then she never gave him any either. Like they done slept in the same bed. This is not me spreading rumors. You can find it on there. They talk about it. Like they slept in the same bed before, all types of stuff. Like so, it's just different. Classic said, he's number 2. He said jealousy changes that dynamic. He's talking about the 5 friends. Classic. He said, one woman out of 5 gets married. Some hating ish comes next. So and then number 2,
the worst guy.
Classic. So
we're not repeating that classic.
Yeah, but no, yeah. So in your opinion, you feel men and women can be platonic friends?
It's a thin line. It depends on.
That's what I think. Jen said. At some point, that friendship changes. Like
it does, and it will, because you're essentially being replaced with my life partner. I'm choosing to do life with this person. You know, so it's especially if you're getting married. So the friendship dynamic is going to change. That's with that being said.
Why gain a friend of the different gender to get that close and not make that your person? Like I think women's relationships, you see what I mean?
Something's missing.
Yeah, because that's a long time. I'm talking about they've been like decades more.
Yeah, that's something is missing there. Is there the attractiveness is not there, and they look at each other more as most likely brother and sister or little besties.
Little besties. I never heard that one. Little besties.
Little besties.
I never heard it. Is that like a lady's term?
Bestie, a bestie.
Oh, you said little bestie.
Little bestie. I just added little in there.
He said, "Yeah, now that noise, I don't understand." Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't. I just couldn't see a male and a female being that close for over a decade, knowing everything about each other, starting to give you privileges that your man or your wife should receive, and never cross the line. That's different to me, because those those have to be deep conversations for me to be like, "Hey, April, man, I think you should start sharing me your location." Those are some deep conversations.
Maybe she didn't have anybody else to lean on to hey, I'm trying. Maybe she didn't have any female friends to lean on and say, "Hey, here's my 360,"
She didn't
and maybe
she didn't have anybody she could lean on while she was doing her 304 activities. See, that's what people
had to make sure she remains safe.
Yeah, but
she needed a man that she could call on to remain safe.
She know Q would keep her secrets safe. What that song? Your secrets or say what song was that?
Alicia Keys. Is it Alicia Keys?
Yeah, for real. Like, that's what Quinn is. Somebody who's gonna keep her secret safe. And you gotta watch their dynamic, because it was at one point where he didn't even know she lied to him. Matter of fact, when her dad was sick before he passed, she was going to another state using another man's car. But she was telling Quentin a different story, and then the dude was actually in the chat on one of their shows.
Oh,
so if I'm your friend, you have no reason to lie to me.
No, right?
It's deep, man. It's deep. I don't want to do what is it called? Soap opera on here, but it's deep. You got to watch them. Classic said women accept those friendships because they stand to have all the benefits and the arrangement. The man is essentially wasting his time and energy.
Basically.
Classic. A lot of people agreeing with you. Don't call me at 1 a.m. if I'm not smashing. I told you. See, we being honest on here, man. Trisha said we might want to crack and just waiting for his turn. Who knows? Hey, that's a long wait, man. That's a long wait, Trisha. What on earth is wrong with women? Ain't no one talking at 1 a.m. That's what I'm saying, man. See, even Jen said, I agree, Classic. When you invest that time and effort into someone that would never be what you want, you would consistently be wasting that energy instead of giving it to your
person. But they go off and find their own person. They're just friends.
Hey,
I wouldn't do it, but
Alicia, welcome in, Alicia. I don't think they will ever find their person, because every time they find somebody, they're talking to each other about them. And then the moment that person doesn't align, what most friends do, they give you the advice that ain't good advice anyway.
Right.
Maybe you should leave him if he don't trust you and all that. So, tell you. He said, no, they're a simp. I agree. So, I agree with that. What you say? She's dog. It's a mind
comparison constantly. So, Jen, do you think that they're constantly comparing their friend to the person that they're interested in that way? Like, they're always saying, "Oh, well, Q wouldn't do this, so he ain't no good for me. Oh, Q would have came and changed my tire, or Q would have took me out here, and this person not doing this for me." So, he thinks Q does. Oh yeah.
And then
she thinks Q does.
Yeah. Tristan said women usually keep those type of friends as a backup plan.
So you think at the end of the day, at the end of the line, if they don't find their person, they're going to be with each other in the end?
It's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible.
They know everything about each other.
It ain't going to be that they know. It ain't going to be that they know everything. They know they both settled, or at least one of them settled. Not both, but one of them settled. And I kind of agree with Jen. I think it would be Kimmy. I think Kimmy really feels the way she's speaking. I think Q looks at the friendship in a different way. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool, man. I appreciate
right.
that, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button as well. It's free.
Yes.
Make sure you send this out to a friend. Q gonna have a well, we got our next victim back here. We got old Brittany Renner, man. She's back in the spotlight. She went on Michael Porter Jr.'s podcast. I never even knew he had a podcast. But it's with one of her friends too. Hold on one second before we go. I want to go ahead. I want to what Tristan said. He said, "Great question, April. If it's seen things happen, the comedian Monique and her husband are the best." Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. They were a good example of that for sure.
Thank you, Tristan.
And Tristan, they still in that same boat. I mean, they had they fun together, but to me, he's still just a whatever she want to do. So
what about Oprah and Stedman? Same thing.
I think Stedman seen a good business move and he invested.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he invested in a good friendship. But with that being said, we got Brittany Renner here. Like I said before, she was on Michael Porter's Jr. podcast.
She's trying to get that bag up.
Yeah, she is. It's called Curious Mike. And he actually had a good conversation. If you guys go and watch the whole, it's like an hour or something. It's actually her and I want to say it's Alonzo Ball's ex-baby mama. But this is Brittany Renner talking about, people should be accepting people and not focusing on the past. So I kind of wanted to talk about this. So here we go.
Okay.
Men fixate a lot on someone's past because they feel that another man can permanently taint a woman. You don't have that power.
You don't think
a man cannot permanently taint me?
But a lot of women they've had relationships that have completely changed their personalities, the way they trust a man, the way they view men in general. I feel like you can be in a messed up relationship that can really mess you up.
But I feel like when it comes to past and a man focusing on what happened 5 years ago or what man you slept with or what guy you were with, that is thinking when this man stuck his penis in her, she no longer has value. We're the whores, but who are we all fucking? But the truth of the matter is, it's like, if you meet somebody that makes sense, whether they have a kid, whether they've been with someone publicly, why miss out on potential love of your life just because some guy dated her and it didn't work out?
That's probably the mature mindset.
Men fixate a lot.
So do you need to hear that again, or are you good?
But can you run it back one more time, please?
Yeah, I want you to be able to hear her clearly. So
a lot on someone's past because they feel that another man can permanently taint a woman. You don't have that power.
You don't think
a man cannot permanently taint me?
But a lot of women they've had relationships that have completely changed their personalities, the way they trust a man, the way they view men in general. I feel like you can be in a messed up relationship that can really mess you up.
But I feel like when it comes to past and a man focusing on what happened 5 years ago or what man you slept with or what guy you were with, that is thinking when this man stuck his penis in her, she no longer has value. We're the whores, but who are we all fucking? But the truth of the matter is, it's like, if you meet somebody that makes sense, whether they have a kid, whether they've been with someone publicly, why miss out on potential love of your life just because some guy dated her and it didn't work out?
That's probably the mature mindset.
Men.
So you can even hear the crackling in her voice.
She is getting very emotional.
Very emotional.
Yeah.
I want to start with you because you're the lady in the room. Before we get to the comments, y'all keep them coming. Brittany Renner wants to erase her past. I want to hear you. Like, do you feel that men should fixate on the past? And now, before you answer,
yes, sir.
You know the wife codes now, and you also know what virtuous woman means. So go ahead.
To answer or just to reflect on what she said, where she said that a man can't taint her or change her. there is some instances where a man can change the thought process of a woman when it comes to relationships. Now, you can't erase the past, but you can move forward and learn to be a wife and get guidance from and counsel from women who are successful wives. But you got to be open to it. So that's what Ruth did. She stayed around and she got counsel from Naomi and she became a wife. So
with that being said, I think Brittany is a walking contradiction.
Absolutely.
She literally said that a man can't taint her. But Brittany's character has not improved no matter what man she has been with. PJ Washington, Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates looked like Kevin Gates treated her amazing from the outside looking in. We only could judge off of what we seen.
Did we ever find out why they split?
No, he made a lot of. I'm assuming he probably seen a lot of who she really is. With that being said, I don't understand why she feel like men fixate. I think even if a man didn't know her body count, just her by her actions alone,
right, the way she carries herself,
will run a man off.
Absolutely.
Like we literally just got to see you on a viral video.
Like, who would want that?
Yeah, like we get to see you in action. With that being said, I know you said that you feel like a man can taint a woman. Like, what is your thoughts on that?
I wouldn't necessarily say taint. Let's roll that back. There's in some relationships, there are traumas that stick, but what we shouldn't do is bring them into new relationships. We should learn from our past and leave those in the past. But of course, it can change your thought processes. It can build walls, and that's something that you'll have to work through going forward in new relationships. So not every man that you meet is going to be the same man or have this. They're not going to treat you the same way the last one did. So,
well, I will say, on Sunday service, Deacon Classic pulled up the definition of virtuous or virtue, and it does speak about a female's body count in that definition. So just for those who are watching, like I vowed before the show started, we're going to speak truth here. So body count does matter, women. How many partners you have does matter. Those things do change the characteristics of who you may think you are. Not saying that what our opinion are might not be true or not, but from definitions, if you guys are saying that you're a virtuous woman and your body count is high, you can't fall into that definition. I just have to let you know that. I will be leading you astray if I didn't let you know that. I don't know who picks the number of what's too high. That's on the man. But a virtuous woman supposed to be virgin. But we know a lot of those don't exist. So we got to kind of have a little grace in that area. So
absolutely.
Classic said, men who know all women's dirt and wants her as a wife doesn't love himself. But that was for the last one. He said Brittany is a 3. Cash rules everything around. I see your eyes got the rap ears. I see you. Classic said all women with a 304 pass want public forgiveness. No. All of my comments are about American women on general, not Brittany in particular. She's black, and I would never do that.
What kind of
he's so stupid. Tristan says she has a whole kid. What is she talking about? That's what we're talking about. That's what I'm saying, Tristan. Like these spokesmen, I think that's where the women mess up the worst. A lot of y'all representation is not good representation.
It's not, and it's tainting these young women, and it's showing that like I said, this generation is not. They're seeing too much. There's too much out there at fingertips.
Cole said these women of all races will say out of their own mouth they had 3 dudes in a day and got man, that was about 2 years ago when she said that. Boy, you got a good memory. Then still expect someone to see her as a pride. She did have multiple partners. Yeah, man. Good looking. Joe Jet, welcome in the building.
Thank
333. Appreciate you, Joe Jet. Joe said men imprint on women. It doesn't take much for women to lose pair bonding ability, loyalty. We're gonna actually talking about loyalty tonight. Joe Jet, stay tuned because we got the wife codes here today. So we're gonna be talking about that. But I thought that was a very unique she said, "Hey y'all, I think y'all missed Alicia." Okay, what's she at?
Yeah, we said hey to Alicia when she came in. I don't think she put anything else in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We can't miss that big head in that picture. Yeah, got her. Appreciate that, Jen. Appreciate that. But yeah, I thought that was very unique. I would highly suggest everybody go and watch the interview because she actually started to challenge Michael Porter because he said he wouldn't want to date someone with a child. Like he was just saying that if he had his choice, that would not be his thing. You know what I mean? And like that's when she kind of got into her emotional bag about them being fixated on a woman's past and this and that. But it's like, no, I mean, everybody has their preference. You obviously have your preference. Athletes, celebrities. Her first boyfriend was a huge basketball. Levin, I heard that. Hey, G. Oh, my bad. We know if you was there or not. But yeah, so I thought it was very unique to hear her take on that. But it's just weird to me that you can speak one thing and everybody can watch you live another.
She's not living her truth then.
I think she is her own delusion. She in her own delusion. For real. Like that's very dangerous. Like, look at her now. Y'all, she went from a Muslim 2 months ago, she was covered up. You couldn't see her hair. She said she was changing her religion for good. It took one breakup for you to lose Allah and God.
I don't get it. I don't get it. But I will say this. I understand.
They see. She changed herself.
She changed herself for the man. Yeah, exactly. I understand why men would not, without children, would not want to date a woman with children. I understand that.
I got a question for y'all women though.
Okay.
Jen just sparked the question, and I want honest answers from April, Jen, and Alicia. Y'all the 3 women here. Y'all in the chat, and April's on the screen. I need this answer too.
Oh goodness.
Are all women truly chameleons? Take your time.
I think everybody is a chameleon.
We're not doing that today, April. I asked you. You heard the monologue.
I be trying to get past it so bad.
Hey, Jen stood on her block. She said no. Do you feel that women are chameleons?
No.
You're gonna lie straight to our face. You did. Well, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. When people say that there ain't no sisterhood, the 333 chat, they're a sisterhood. If Lisa was here, if Kay, everybody in this chat would be saying no. Y'all are a sisterhood. I don't care what nobody say. They are a sisterhood. Sisterhood is not dead. Y'all just gotta find your plan. y'all stick together. I'm gonna kill y'all answer, but go ahead.
No, I'm in all truth and honesty, I said no because Jen and Alicia said no.
Oh
yes. I said it because they said no, but I was gonna come back and yes, because I'm not gonna say that we'll change for somebody, but if I have a true man, a true Boaz leading, and he points out some things to me, I'm not lying now. I'm not gonna lie. If he points out some things to me and shows me a way, then I'm gonna follow.
Tell her, Oz.
I'm not lying.
See, I'm gonna tell you how I used to always say this. I always tell people, you can go back and look at anybody I dated. They still doing the same thing that they learned from me till this day.
Okay.
All women are chameleons. Every woman is gonna pick up a trait, a hobby, some form of clothes that the man prefer you in. You're gonna pick up something and do it for him.
Absolutely.
So all women are chameleons.
Absolutely.
Because every woman takes on something from a man.
I agree.
Like that old Drake song, "Take a Shot for Me." The way you walk, that's me. The way you talk, that's me. The way you do your hair, that's me.
How many women have come into relationships knowing nothing about football, and then the next thing you know, they the biggest Cowboy fan, or they the biggest Raven fan, or they the biggest, how many women come into relationships not knowing anything about basketball, and they're the biggest Hawks fan, or they're the biggest Celtics fan?
So why didn't you just answer it from why didn't you just answer it from an honest place? Why did you have to follow the sisterhood? Because Jen's still standing 10 toes down. She says she's speaking for herself.
We gotta stick together a little bit.
Joe Jet said, "Here's the code to women's communication:
manipulation,
projection, deflection, deception by any means necessary." Joe Jet, if you ain't preached the word, you preach the word. You know what I mean? Yep, the guy seen it. Classic said, "Here goes April with the explanation on her conditional wife."
If the man is.
It always starts. Yeah. You just admitted it, April. Yes.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
It's all conditional, guys. It's all. And
I love these conversations.
But it's true. Like
it's true though.
Even if it's the smallest dose of something. You might become a runner because you could create all these things that you never really focused on, but that man can be focused on it, and now you're picking it up to blend into his environment.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And that's what she did.
Yeah. She changed her whole religion for 2 months.
Have great potential. You have great with a little side of sarcasm. Oh man, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I love these conversations though.
I'm telling you.
But in all honesty, we do. We have, even if it's just a little bit of something, we will.
I don't think
especially, huh?
I ain't with you no more. Your sisterhood gone.
I know they left me because I was being truthful. I decided to be truthful. I decided to tell the truth this time instead of holding hands with them. I'm sorry, Jen and Alicia. We have to be real to these men. They want us to be real with them. Jen said, no.
Wow, April.
Love you, Alicia.
Hey, April fit in that Book of Ruth, man. That's all it's about.
Absolutely.
You got to grow. Once you grow, it has to show. You know what I mean? You never want to stunt your growth once you grow. Once you grow, you got to show it. So with that being said,
we're going to have a long conversation after this.
Don't try to change her mind, Alicia. She's
I'm going to have to try to change Alicia's mind.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Card.
My heart is still there, though, Joe.
Trisha said, I agree. So Brittany tried to play the role for Kevin, but that Jezebel spirit been around for way too long. Hey, Trisha, I bet
her back.
She said, you already know how I am. Yep.
I know.
She's about to call you. We got another about 10, 15 minutes. You can ring her up. Alicia said, yep, about to call you. This is over. April, you doing it as we speak. They could bill you for the pod. Or is it the potential? Hey,
I'm trying to get the women to come in here and be on my side, and now they.
Hey, you gotta live your truth in here. We live in truth on this side. Hey.
Yes.
No reason to die for a lie. You know what I mean? No reason to die for a lie. I would tell the truth. But like, with that being said,
Mm-hmm.
I want to hit this before we head out today. Again, I told you guys, April did some great work. We're going to always support the people of the family. Sunday service, me and Deacon Classic hit on a word, man. Hopefully everybody go back and replay that, especially for the women. Alicia, all y'all, if y'all didn't watch it, definitely go back and watch it. You were April yesterday and Ruth today.
Hey, I have to evolve and grow, Jen. That's the goal for all women. We have to evolve and grow.
He said, April, look how they turn on the truth. That's why I quit.
I'm gonna lose some, Classic. I just gotta accept the truth.
It's nothing wrong with growing.
No.
April has put out an amazing wife code. And Jen said that's the potential.
Right.
So she put out an amazing wife code. I didn't even know she was going to do this either because we talked about it on our Sunday service, and it was amazing to see a woman actually take it on and actually do something with it, man. So the next couple days, y'all going to see a different chapter. This first chapter is chapter
all the
1.
chapters are loaded.
Yeah, but we're going to play too.
Oh, okay.
People too lazy to go and look for themselves. But this is chapter 1, loyalty and loss. A lot of people talk about being a virtuous woman, but those are people who stop at Proverbs. I tell people, if you really want to see what a wife characteristics are, go to the book of Ruth. And April took that on and she went and she was able to find what she needed. So we're going to play a little bit of this. I sped it up a little bit because y'all know me and April talk slow. We got that Southern drawl. So we speed it up a little bit for y'all. And then I'm going to ask you some questions afterwards. So.
Oh. Okay, Queens, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to go ahead and dig into chapter 1. This is where Ruth sets the tone for the whole book. And honestly, it's where we unlock this first code. So here's what's happening, okay? Naomi, who is Ruth's mother-in-law, has lost her husband and both of her sons. That is devastating. All she has left are her daughters-in-law, Ruth and Orpah. So Naomi decides to go back home to Bethlehem, and she tells them, go back to your mother's home. May the Lord bless you with another husband. And that's Ruth 1, verse 8. I'll read the King James, though. That is the New International Version, I think. But I do want to read the King James Version, and it is Ruth 1, verse 8. And Naomi said unto her 2 daughters-in-law, go, return each to her mother's house. The Lord deal kindly with you, as ye have dealt with the dead and with me. Okay? In other words, she's saying, hey, you don't have to carry my burden. You can go start over. But wait, this is where it gets real. And it gets interesting right here. So Orpah, she listens and decides to go home, right? That's in verse 14. Then Orpah kissed her mother-in-law goodbye, but Ruth clung tightly to her. Let's see what it says in the King James Version. King James says, and they lifted up their voice and wept again. And Orpah kissed her mother-in-law, but Ruth clave unto her. Clave and clung. I love that word. Clung. That's loyalty in action. It's not just words, but it's like a physical commitment, clinging to something. Okay. And then that's where the famous line comes in verses 16 and 17. This is where Ruth, she makes her vow. This is where she gets that loyalty. This is where loyalty comes in. She says, don't ask me to leave you and turn back. Wherever you go, I will go. Wherever you live, I will live. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Wherever you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord punish me severely if I allow anything but death to separate us. She said.
So we're going to stop it there because I want to ask a question first to all the women and even any of the men who want to answer this. But my first question after you kind of going through the book of Ruth, what is one thing that if you would have lost a long time ago, you feel like you would be a wife? What is one characteristic? What is one habit? What is one thing that you feel like, man, if I would have lost that, if I would have just let that go, I think I could be a wife already.
Assertiveness.
Elaborate.
Heavy, hard assertiveness. I mean, because it's good to have some assertiveness in you, in whether you're a man or a woman, but like heavy, hard, in your face assertiveness. Mm-hmm.
And what is one thing that you feel like you were loyal to a fault that you should have lost?
As far as a characteristic,
person, anything, any baggage, anything.
Any baggage that that's a tough question for me because I don't carry baggage from previous relationships into the next one. I learn my lessons and I move forward because that person that I'm moving forward to does not deserve any baggages or any hurts that I've obtained from that previous relationship. I always come in with an open heart. Now walls might be up, so I am being cautious, but as far as like just openness to love again and to give myself again to somebody without all that past trauma, that's one thing that I pride myself on because I've been able to, from past relationships, I've been able to just let that go and not bring it forward, to the new ones. So,
okay. Oh, you good. I appreciate you for participating too. He said drinking. He said glad to be sober, man. I definitely understand that. That's what I actually did specialized in, man. I did a lot of alcohol, drug counseling for over a decade, man. I could definitely understand that, and that is not easy. So, shout out to Oz, man, in the chat. I'll make sure y'all give Oz some love. That's dope right there, man.
Yes, absolutely.
That is a journey for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you said if you could have lost anything, it would have been your assertiveness.
Well, the hardcore in your face hardness. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And out of that chapter 1, what stood out to you?
The fact that she chose to essentially be up under Ruth's coattail. That she saw something in Ruth to make her want to stay next to her. Mm-hmm. So maybe it was some wife-like qualities that she was looking at. They did lose their she lost her husband and 2 sons. So there's something that made her want to stick by Ruth.
Yeah.
And I didn't dive into it that far. I don't know if it goes into it, the reasons why she wanted to clean the roof, but there was something there. There's something that she valued in her. So,
and that's something. I'm glad you say that because that goes back to what Classic always says, that he wants the good women to speak louder. Mm-hmm. And I think Ruth does a very good job of allowing her characteristics and her character to perceive her, right? Like a lot of times, we get in these long friendships. I know you and Alicia have been friends for a long time. But I think now as y'all get older, y'all need to start challenging your friendship. Like, what is it in this friendship that I couldn't lose? Why do I stay under this covering of a friendship? You know what I mean? Because sometimes we do things out of habit. Sometimes people just kind of linger around and you think it's a friend. Not saying y'all, but I'm just saying in general, I think that's something as we get older, you got to really start to find out what are those characteristics that keep you around. Again, I'm gonna say this again, and to me and Classic able to line it up. I gotta do that remake with him about losing friends, because this stuff, like a lot of times, I talk about Book of Ruth being something for women, but men can take a lot from this too.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it talks about hardship, it talks about losses, it talks about steadfast, you know what I mean? And we also could glean from other people, you know what I mean? So just being in the right place at the right time. Classic said I was going to say 19. He said it's 2025, ain't no more Ruths, not counting black women, of course. He's so stupid. Shit, thank you. Shout out to Trisha said Ruth understood the necessity of order. She needed to stay in line and perfect in her opinion. Most definitely.
Absolutely.
Tristan locked in on his word, man. Tristan locked in on his word. Yeah, and like that's something that, and it's more people, man. We're gonna do more of this I'm trying to keep it on Sunday servers and then be able to break it down in different elements, but it's a lot of this. It's a lot of people that you can kind of, I use the word glean. You can glean from it and gain something from. But I think Ruth definitely had the necessity of order. She understood the order. She understood how things went, and Boaz understood order.
Absolutely.
When we get deep into his part, when he did the transaction, he allowed the right man who was supposed to take her first. He gave him the opportunity. And sometimes that's why, this is going to sound crazy. This is just me. This is why I feel that people can find love after divorces and stuff like that, because sometimes that person that you chose first might not be the person for you. Like, it might not be. You know what I mean? I know we joke around a lot of times and say, "Hey, go back to the father of your kids." And that guy might just not be your Boaz, that type of thing. So just something we're going to keep kicking on, guys. I hope you guys got something from that. Make sure you go check out Conversation with Soft Rain. All 4 of them are already dropped. So like, you can literally, once one go off, it'll go to the next.
And they're short, so it won't take too much of your time. Less than an hour, the whole thing.
7 minutes. Yeah, I think the long one like 7 or 8 minutes. But very good work, man. Very, very good work.
And leave me a comment. I'll talk back.
Yeah, so make sure y'all do that. And before we go, chat, is there anything that y'all would like us to talk about tomorrow? Things that y'all would like, give us a topic, something that we can look into, that we can talk about tomorrow. I know we always try to hit some politics for our boy Oz. Tristan, if there's anything you want, Alicia, Jen, Classic, you let us know. I can do your dirty work if you don't want to do it no more. You just let me know. He said y'all have a great evening. Oh yeah, man, appreciate it. But yeah, y'all leave us in the comments. Y'all can also send an email, do whatever. Let us know what you guys want to hear. We want to talk about something. I feel like I can talk about anything. I'm sure April can talk about anything. So just pick up something to talk about. But what would you like to lead the people with today, April? What would you like to lead the people with today?
Be open to receiving counsel from man or woman, especially if they're already in that position that you seek to become. Boom.
I would leave you guys with just, be what you want to see. Be the example. Lean on what you believe in. Like I said, everybody's not going to believe in what you believe in, but definitely believe on what you would like. He said, would love to see y'all react to my live from today. Which part?
Probably the 8 roles. Classic. I was kind of quiet because I was cooking and trying to, get things settled for the evening. But
yeah, we'll do it tomorrow for sure. We can
do that tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll break down. I think it was I think it was 4 and 4, right, class? I think it was the 4
worst and 4 best roles.
Best role, that a man can have or don't, a position they want to. Hold on, let me pull it. I like to give the accurate name of the topic. I don't like giving people bad information. That it was he might beat us to it, but today was 8 roles. Man, that started quick. 8 roles a man can be in a woman's life. So that's what he talked about today. And he gave 4 of the worst and 4 of the best. So 8 roles that people can be in a man could be in a woman's life. Appreciate that. I said, please accept our Lord and Savior. Be better tomorrow than you were today. Love your brother and love your enemies too. Yeah, for sure.
Amen.
For sure. Yeah, 4 and 4. So man, on that note, man, we want to say thank y'all to everybody. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Make sure you share this on your y'all don't have to share it to people. Just share it on your Facebook, Instagram, your TikTok, X. Just post it up there, man. You never know who been wanting to hear these same messages. Yeah, the 4 best and the worst roles a man can be in a woman's life. We'll be covering that tomorrow for sure, and then we'll probably jump into some more other topics. He said, "I gotta watch your whole live class. I'll be there." Yeah. It was a good one. It was a good one.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it was good.
It wasn't a toxic classic that I like, but it was a good one. The quality and content was there. I just need y'all to do a petition for my boy to come back. We need him
Come
back.
back, Classic.
We need Classic to come back. Come back.
He won't be crashing out as often.
That's fine.
That's fine. No, I'm saying if he doesn't come back, he won't be crashing out as often.
They need you in Wakanda, Classic. There's no coming back. Yeah, ain't no coming back. And then shout out to Tez Down. I know he wasn't feeling well, man. So shout out.
Yeah, I hope he starts feeling better.
Hopefully he starts. I know he out there too to play football too out there in a different area. So I don't want to put his location out there like that. But yeah, shout out to Tez Down. Shout out to Tristan, man. Alicia, Oz, Jen, Joe Jet was in the chat.
Yeah.
Thank y'all to everybody coming in today. And also, if y'all want to get Jay Zilla's book, hit up Classic at the Classic Codes. He has the ebook link, and you can do that. And then also, Classic, it's the new book coming out tomorrow, like the hard copy coming out tomorrow. He said no more crashing out. He's the new.
Oh man.
He said Black Queens forever. So nobody's
never.
But we appreciate y'all, man. We can do this all night, man. We appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe, and we'll catch y'all on another one. We out. What's good, my Souls of Thought family? It's your boy Norris, and I want to tell you before you leave this video today, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if you haven't already, make sure you leave a comment, hit the like button, share this content, and make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. And as I leave every video, God loves you, which is most importantly, I love you. You're beautiful, and your boy's out. Let go.
Yeah.